All right, guys, one more coin today to look at. This is just so good. I just can't resist highlighting this. So this is ZCoin to Bitcoin. I've got it on a 3-hour here. This is up on Bittrex. Now this is a major coin, so it's certainly one to pay attention to. If you're not familiar with it, you can, as I always encourage you to do, you can go over to CoinGecko, read a little bit about it, go to their website, look at where it's is listed per their metric scoring system. As I always suggest, you look for scores of 50 or higher. We're at 56 here. It's got a market cap of 100 million. I mean, this is a major coin, so certainly one to be watching. Now, when a coin like this breaks out of a range and starts to move, of course, the first thing we want to look at is it trading technically? So this is just such a good example. So let me show you this. So we've had lots of volatility, of course, right? So now we for the last couple of months, really since the summer, it's just been going sideways here. So we've just been stuck in this range from the bottom end of the range to the top end of the range, back to the bottom of the range, back to the top end, or back to the bottom. So we just stuck. We can't get any traction on either side of this. Well, now we've broken out of the range and we're starting to move impulsively. So some good things to look at here and to learn as to how and why with members we're combining the larger degree fib pulls and the algo trading patterns that we know are in the market. They're certainly here in crypto. We see them in every major asset class. It's just how the algos are written, but we see it all over the place, and certainly here in crypto. So when you see a breakout like this, we're looking to qualify it and quantify it. Do we have an Elliott wave count that works for us? And where does that fit in with these larger Fibonacci patterns that we see the algos using? So once we start to break out, so let me take this down and kind of recreate this. I'm going to go down to the hourly here. And you can see, we're it's just sloppy. There's really not a count here. We don't really get any traction. And I'll take some of this off now since we're out of that. We don't really get any structure that's meaningful until we get this little 5-wave structure here. This is just slop. There's really, could I put a count on it? Yeah, but is it relevant? It doesn't really help me. Here's where I start to get some structure that I can work with. I get a little 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't overlap the 1. I get a 5-wave structure here. So that's a tell that perhaps we've got something happening that I can take advantage of. So given that little 5-wave structure, potentially I've got a 1-wave in. So, do we stay technical? Well, first thing I'm going to do is look at this and say, well, if I've got a 1, I'm looking for a 2. Well, we know a 2 can go deep. We don't quite make the 786. We get through the 6.5. So look at how we get a nice A, B, C, 3-wave structure, implying that this is corrective, which again implies that we're going to move higher. If that's correcting this 5-wave structure here, I'm anticipating a 3-wave structure. I know it can go deep. I know it can go to the 786. Given this little reaction that I get here, perhaps I'm starting to move. So let me pull that off because, note here. So from this pull here, here's our first algo target at -23. You can see that's the first place that they take profit. Then we get, just out of curiosity, I didn't even check this, but look here. So if we go from here to here, right, so we're shallow here, so we come to the 38, so it's front run on the 38, and we're to and through, and we go all the way to the -100, in fact, through it. So we're moving technically. We've got algos on board. Okay, so even if you missed the 1, 2, 3, well, okay, this gives us a good sign that we've got an impulsive count here. We've got a good 1, we've got a good 2. Let's check that 3. Clearly it's gone beyond the length of wave 1. Well, we've gone 200%, in fact, the length of wave 1. Here's our most likely target here. You can see we hit it and pulled off of it for our third. So we are clearly in an impulsive structure here. And what we may have here is 1, 2, 3, shallow 4 up for the 5 to complete the third. But given that I'm hitting at 2%, I know I've got a high probability that I've got a third in. So I'm going to start pulling fibs and see what I can find. So first I'm going to start from the absolute low, and I'm going to pull up to the high. And note that this is very interesting to me. So we come to and through the 50. We don't make the 618, but this is the tell. Look what happens here. Here's my wave 1. Here's my wave 4. Now I'm going to blow this up so you can see it, right? Look at this so you can get the detail. This is my wave 1 high. We come within a tick of it, and we do not break it. We don't touch it, actually. Right? Again, this does not happen randomly. Does not happen randomly. So a very strong tell. So let me pull out again. So now I know I've got very high probability that I've got a good fourth wave. So if I pull that off, so let me get this highlighted. So if I look at it relative to my second, well, now take note here. I go right in the pocket between the 618 and the 65. This is literally our favorite trade. So into the pocket, and by a tick, I don't overlap my wave 1. High probability, and I get a little A, B, C. I get a 3-wave subdivision. I can see subdivision here. So I've got my A wave, a 3-wave B, and then I can see a 1, 2, 3, 4, last push to complete the C of the ABC. So if I put it on there, so I get A, B, there's my C wave. Okay, my fourth is in, and I do not get that overlap. Well, then I go impulsive again for the completion of the fifth wave. Look where we go in the fifth wave. Right? There is your algo target. It goes through it by a tick. So from my swing low here, so here's a perfect integration and combination is what I'm trying to teach you guys. Perfect integration of algo trading with Elliott wave price structure. Do you see that? Right. So I know I've got high confidence here just off of the algo pull, right? Just off of the fib pull from swing low. But how do I know which one to pull from? Am I pulling from here? Am I pulling from here? Am I pulling from here? I'm pulling from here because I can look at the Elliott count here and say, I've had my 5-wave 1. I've had my good 2. I've got a good target here, impulsive structure to give me my 3. So I'm going to pull from my 2, looking for the 4 and paying close attention to see if that 4 overlaps the 1. Do we stay impulsive? And we do by a tick. Huge tell. Huge tell. Again, this does not happen randomly. Huge tell. And where do they take it? Boom. Right to their target. Right? And take profit. And you see the reaction. So just to kind of add the final piece to this. Of course, given 3 pivots, we're going to go from the start of it up to the 3 high, down to the 4 low. Look at that. It just does not get any better than that. This is just technical orgasm. That's yeah. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that, guys. That's as good as you get, right? So you've got Elliott wave price pattern. You've got the fib pull. You've got the market geometry all hitting that box. You could have drawn that box from this low. Because you had 3 pivots. You had your 618. You had your target. You had the median line. That box could have been drawn back here on the 17th, and we nail it to the tick. So I guess what's the point here? You got to learn how to do this if you want to make money in here, and you got to know what that means. So if I've got a completed 5-wave structure, what does that mean? Well, now I've got a 1-wave potentially in. Now I'm looking for my 2, 3, 4, 5. So if that's complete, if it's complete, we don't know what it is, but given that reaction, good possibility that now I'm starting my ABC. Well, let's see if I can get it on there for you. So now I'm starting my A, B, C, looking for that. So let me put the wave on there so you remember, right? So we're starting a 3-wave correction of this 1 wave, which has broken us out of that long trading range that we were in. So if that's complete, if we've got a completed 5-wave structure, what are we looking for? So we're going to pull from the start of it. From the start of it, let me get it again. Let me go from the start of it, the swing here to our high. Here's our 50 right here. That's what we're looking for because we know that's the highest probability for a second wave. If I've got a completed 5-wave structure here and it ticks every rule in the box. So if that's complete, then we're looking for the next buy at the 50 for ZCoin. All right, just too good an example to not share with you. All right, guys, that's certainly one to watch. So what are we going to look for here? We're going to look for subdivision here into our A 3-wave B, and a completed 5-wave structure to finish our C wave. Next buy down here, you know, at the 003-ish range. All right, certainly one to watch. Okay, guys, I'll wrap there.